Good morning on a Sunday. The dogs were just on my mat. I had to rouse them to get my spot. Ham on the walls. It's Sunday morning. It's Super Bowl Sunday. Here comes Milo. We are doing, and I know it's Super Bowl Sunday, but we're gonna work out before we stuff our gobs sitting in front of the television. So we're doing barefoot cardio conditioning. Hi, Steve. Which means I'm working barefoot. You're welcome to wear shoes. I think working barefoot for this format is actually the best. Hey, Ari. Hi, Jane. And so all you need is enough space to step forward, side, and back from wherever you start. If you have a mat, that is an added bonus. If you have something shaped like this, that is also an added bonus. It is Milo just consistently runs into the tripod. What are we gonna do? This is a 3D rectangle. So it's a yoga block. If you have one of these, great. If you don't, you can use a thick book or a big dumbbell turned on its side, or you could use nothing. It's just for the very last cardio interval that we do. That if you don't want to go all the way to the ground with your hands for your Warrior 3, you can use this here or like this. If you don't need something like that, great, don't worry about it. If you are using something like that, put it way over to your right. I am also going to place a towel over to my right because I know when I get there, I'm gonna be pouring sweat. The only other thing I recommend is a beverage of your choice nearby. Mine is, as always, hidden behind the piano leg. Cheers, water in a fancy wine glass. Good to see you too, Ari. Joey Luna the other day, when I was doing my after party, Henry Siegel hopped on. What? All right, so if you're new to this format, we do a warm-up that is sort of rhythmic, has a lot of upper body stabilization built right in. You can always put your knees down on the floor. We move from that warm-up into, yeah, it's 10:04. I'm just giving my intro, Joey Luna. Do you have an appointment during a pandemic to be somewhere? Settle down. So if you're watching this live, I love it. If you're watching this after the fact on my YouTube fitness channel, fantastic. Thank you for subscribing, sharing, telling a friend. If you're wondering how to get to that channel, there's a link in my Instagram bio. All right, if you have any, is that what Henry's doing? I think Henry's spying to see what his old instructors are doing. When I say old, I mean old. So if you have an injury that you're working with, make sure that you stick with the first or second levels of all the intervals that I do. If you have an injury you've seen a doctor for, make sure you've been cleared to do this kind of stuff. I don't want you to aggravate an injury. Thank you to everyone who's been able to throw a donation into my Venmo or PayPal or my snail mailbox. I really appreciate it. And by the way, thank you to those who are able to donate. You're making it possible for the people who are unemployed or underemployed to continue to do this. So thank you for that. All right, having said all of that, make sure that you have space forward, side, and back, and that you're clear. Today, we're gonna start on the mat. So you'll start back in child's pose. So towards the back of your space, palms out in front, hips to your heels, and press your chest towards the floor. So holding it here, breathing, and simply round up to a tabletop. That's hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Feet are released, so the tops of your feet are on the floor. Sit back into your child's pose. Let's do it again. Round up to tabletop. And sink your hips back, high calves. Child's pose, do it again. Round up to your tabletop. And then sink your hips back to child's pose. Let's do it again. Round up, tabletop. Neutral spine, sink your hips, child's pose. This time, you'll round up to a modified plank. That's still hands under your shoulders, but now your hips line up on a diagonal. Give a straight line from your knees to the crown of your head. Tuck your toes. Push down to find your down dog. That's your tailbone lifting up to where the wall meets the ceiling behind you. Heels pressing into the floor. step towards your hands. Hang in your forward fold. Lift your tailbone up. Slowly unroll your back. One bone at a time. Wiggle your toes. Wave the middle of your feet. Roll your shoulders down and back. For 4, 3, 2. Both arms come up. Inhale, reach up. Slight bend of the knees. Forward fold. Lift your tailbone up. Let your head hang. Slowly unroll at the top. Shoulders roll down and back. 4 more times. So 4, 3, 2. Both arms come up. Inhale, reach up. Slight bend in your knees. Forward fold. Tailbone lifts up. Let your head hang and slowly unroll at the top. Your left arm comes up. Bend both knees. Reach to your right. Forward fold. Right arm to your left. And come all the way up. Let's go the other way. Right arm up to the left. Bend your knees. Fold. Left arm to the right. And all the way up. Again, same thing. Reach over to your right. Bend your knees. Fold. Right arm to the left. Let's reverse. Over to your left. Fold. And up to your right. Shoulders roll down and back. 4 more times. For 4, 3. Now both arms come up. Inhale, reach up. Bend your knees far enough to get your hands to the floor. Step your feet back to find your downward facing dog. Both heels lift up and lower. Lift and lower. We'll do 4 more heel lifts. Lift up. Make sure you're not holding your breath. Twice more. Hold your downward facing dog. Then lower your hips to plank. Hands underneath your shoulders. Your knees can find the floor or not. If your knees are up, you can rock forward and back. Belly button pulls in towards your spine. Knees down or up. If they're up, you can rock. Pushing the floor away from you. 2 more. Then hold any plank and lift your tailbone up to your down dog. Shift over to your right hand and foot. Bring your left leg up until you feel the stretch behind your right leg. You can stay here or bend your left knee and open your left hip. If you took the bend in rotation, straighten back out to your 3-legged dog. Both feet to the floor, down dog in the center. And shift your weight to your left hand and foot. Take your right leg up until you feel the stretch behind your left leg. You can stay right here or bend your right knee and open your right hip. If you took the bend in rotation, straighten back out to your 3-legged dog. Both feet to the floor. You'll stay in your downward facing dog. And shift your weight to your right hand and foot again. This time, your left hand reaches for your left ankle. Engage your core. Step your left foot forward. Then hands come up to your left leg. Back leg stays either straight or a little bit of a bend, but your heel is off the floor. Both arms come up. Then hinge forward at your hips. Arms behind your leg and up. Do it again. Hinge for 2 and up. Same thing. Over and up. Once more. On the next pass, both hands on the inside of your left leg. Engage your core. Step your left foot back and find your downward facing dog. Shift your weight over to your left hand and foot. Right hand reaches back for the right ankle. Engage your core. Step your right foot forward. Your back leg stays straight or slightly bent as long as your heel is up. Hands to your right leg, arms up. Hinge at your hip. Hinge over for 2 and up. Do it again. Hinge over for 2 and up. Twice more. Keeping the core engaged so you don't wobble over. Last time. Now both hands on the inside of your right leg. Engage your core. Step your right leg back. Find your downward facing dog. Walk your feet up towards your hands. Tailbone lifts up, unroll. 3, 2, both arms come up. Inhale, reach up, bend the knees. Hands to the floor, step back. This time to any plank. If your knees are up, you can hold here. If your knees are down, your next progression is up. From either position, maybe you bend your elbows a little bit and hover. If your knees are up, lower them now. Release your feet, hips back to your heels. From here, round up to a modified plank. Maybe you bend your elbows as long as they stay on your ribs. Straighten your elbows, child's pose. Slightly faster, round up. Maybe bend, straighten your elbows, child's pose. One more time in that tempo, round up. Maybe you bend, child's pose, make it flow slightly faster here. Round up, hold or bend, child's pose. Do it again, round up. Hold or bend, do it again, round up. Hold or bend. We'll go twice more from here. Round up, hold or bend. This time come all the way down. Keep your hands at the side of your chest. Right leg lifts up from your hip and left. You can work right here in the center, or you can press up and rotate back behind you. Either way, you're pushing down into the floor to come up. 4 more to go. So 4 and 3, 2, and press your chest up. Hips to your heels, child's pose right here. Then around your back up to a modified plank again. This time tuck your toes, push down, and find your down dog. Bring your knees back to the floor. Release your feet, hips to your heels. Then make that flow together, round up in 1, 2, push down. Lower your knees, child's pose. Let's do it again. Round up for 2, push down. And lower. One more time through this. Round up for 2, push down. Lower your knees, child's pose. This time modified plank and hold right here. Tuck your toes, try to lift your knees. Right hand to the middle. Rotate to a side plank. Feel free to put your right knee on the floor. Right wrist underneath your right shoulder. Left arm can come up. Maybe it reaches towards me. This position will come into play in the workout today. Bring your arm back up. Now lace underneath your bottom arm and up. Single count. Towards me and up. And under once more. Towards me. Hi, Alex. Hold your side plank. Come back to the center. Knees down or up. Either way, left hand to the middle. We'll rotate over to a side plank. Maybe your left knee finds the floor. As long as your left wrist is under your left shoulder. Maybe your top arm reaches towards me and up. Lace underneath your bottom arm. And single counts here. Towards me and up and under. Once more to me and under. Hold your side plank. Then come back to the center. Any plank, knees down or up. As long as your hands are underneath your shoulders, lift your tailbone up to find your down dog. Then walk your feet up towards your hands. In a forward fold, you'll hang. Lift your tailbone up. Unroll in 4, 3, 2. Little squats here. Tailbone goes back to where the wall meets the floor behind you. You should be nice and warm. If you're wearing a gadget, you can already see where your heart rate is. You shouldn't feel out of breath at all right now, but you should feel like you're getting ready to sweat. You can wiggle your toes. All right, both arms come up, inhale, reach up. Bend your knees, enough to get your hands to the floor. Step back to any plank. So you can start with your knees down, then your option will be to work up to a full plank. Once you're here, knees come in one at a time. So they're in to plank. In, you can work at this tempo or make it slightly faster here. or maybe even faster than that. So in, up to you. You can make it medium or slow it down or speed it up. Hands directly under your shoulders, belly button pulling in towards your spine. It won't be too long. In 4, 3, 2, hold any plank. Tailbone lifts, down dog. Walk your feet up towards your hands. Let your head hang. Tailbone lifts up. Unroll. 3, 2, palms together. Recovery squats. So we do that interval twice more. Here we go. Both arms come up. Inhale, reach up. Bend both knees. Hands to the floor. Step back to any plank. Bring one knee at a time in if you're already up. If your knees are down, practice bringing them up. Up tempo here. In. You can always go slower than this or faster than that. Up to you. I'm gonna mix it up. So I'll go a few slower, then a few faster. Slowing it down a little bit. Then faster just for 4, 4, 3, hold any plank. Tailbone lifts up, down dog. Walk your feet up towards your hands. Tailbone lifts up, slowly unroll. At the top, palms together, squats here. Push down. My tights are falling down. I have a feeling a lot of things are gonna happen today. I feel like the hair is gonna escape in all directions, and hopefully the wardrobe stays relatively in place. 2 more. 3rd time's the charm. Both arms come up. Inhale, reach up. Bend both knees, hands to the floor. Step your feet back to any plank. If your knees are up, bring them in one at a time. Maybe faster than that. You decide. Maybe you double it up or slow it down. Up to you. Remember to breathe. Only 10 more seconds left in this interval. 4, 3, 2, and hold your plank. Tailbone lifts up. Down dog. Walk your feet up towards your hands. Forward fold. Tailbone lifts up. Unroll. At the top. Palms together. Sink. Push down. All right, you should be nice and warm. These dogs, I hope they've gone outside now, because one of them just kicked my stop clock over. All right, good thing I've doubled up, but I've got it on my watch, and I did have it there. All righty, keep your squat. Bring your arms up by your ears. Now you can always work here. So by extending your arms, you're working the extensor muscles on your back. If this gets to be too much, you can always bring your arms down here. When your arms are up, we'll build this slowly. A lot of you know it. Slow motion, half fold. Reach up behind you, come up. 2 squats right here. 1 more squat. Half fold, reach up behind you, up. Lift 2 squats here. We'll make that slightly faster from here. Fold, come up 1 squat. Fold over. Maybe on the fold, your heels lift up. They don't have to, but there is an option to do that. If your heels are lifting, maybe press through the lift, get a little air, and squat. Do it again. Fold with a heel lift or a jump, or neither of those. You decide. Fold up. Any level works, so feet flat or heel lift. Or maybe a jump. Again. 2 more of any level you decide. Once more. more. Hold your squat. Hold. Can you wiggle your toes? Check it out. Maybe make a fist right here and extend. Make a fist. Extend. Breathing all the way in and all the way out. I'm out of breath already. 4 more. Extend. Make a fist. Extend. Hold your hands to the fist right here and come up. Hold. Maybe lift your heels and hold. Palms together. Thumbs at your chest. Try to find your chair squat. Lower your heels. Wiggle your toes. Push down to come up. And squats right here. Remembering at the top of your squat, you're squeezing your glutes. Pushing down through the middle of your feet so that you avoid locking your knees. Touch your knees here. Touch. Knuckles up. 2 more. At the top, hold your arms up. Left arm comes down. And then your right. So this is your move with your arms. Maybe you step out to your left. Yep, same arm, same leg, other way. So this is your pattern. Once you're here and you're ready, you can sink your hips. Push down. So your toes are slightly turned out. Your hips stay underneath your shoulders as they sink. You push down into the floor to come up. Maybe you release your arm and look up for 4. And 3. Last one. Feet parallel. Squat. Touch your knees. 4. Knuckles up. 2 more. Step out to your left. Maybe you release. You don't have to. Up to you. Feet parallel. Touch your knees. 4. Knuckles up. 3. 1 more. Step out left. Sink. Release if you're ready. 2 more. Parallel squat. Do it again. 4. Press down and come up. No knee locking. Let's do it again. Step out, release. 2 more. Feet parallel. Touch your knees on the squat. 2 more. At the top, hold. Hold right here. Feet wide. Toes to the corners. Sink your hips. Maybe you lift your heels and hold. Extend your fingertips. Bring your arms down. Reach your fingertips out to where the wall meets the floor behind you. Then make a fist. Extend. Make a fist. Extend. Hold your hands in a fist. Arms out to the side. Extend your hands. Palms together. Thumbs to your chest. Lower your heels. Press down to come up. Keep parallel squats here. Make sure you're forward in your space. We'll use the space behind us for this next round. 2 more. Your left leg steps back 4 times. So 4 together. 3, 2 more times. And then your right leg, same thing. Step back. You can keep it in the step. Or you can bend your back leg. Left side. 4 times. Step or lateral lunge. So if you're bending the back leg, front leg stays straight. Right side for 4. So if you're taking the bend, really focus on the press down to come up. Left side, let your arms go with you, whether you're bending or not. 1 more. Right side for 4. So 4. Push down. 3. 2 more. Left side for 2. 1 more. And right side for 2. Let's do it in 2 again on your left. So 1 more. And right side for 2. And then single side to side. Step press. Step press. Now 1 more option to sink a little further if your knee is bending. Maybe your arms reach up and down to the floor at the same time. Sink, press, sink, press. Let's do 4 more. Any level. 4, 3, 2, parallel squat, palms together. Breathing all the way in and all the way out. This is our active recovery. See if you can still talk. You should feel out of breath, but not so out of breath that you feel dizzy or that you're gonna pass out. So we still need the space behind us. Cross your forearms here, breathing all the way in and out. We'll build it. Left leg steps back once and right. Kind of looks the same thing we did, but it's not. Now option here to sink your hips with both knees bending. Pushing down to come up. Sink down, press down to come up. Maybe you pull back like a bow and arrow. So sink, cross, push down. You can work here or touch your knees in the front. So pull, touch, pull, touch, pull. Oh, where's Terry? It's her birthday and it's Super Bowl. I imagine she's doing something, although I think this is fun enough to do on your birthday. Maybe you sink your hips and reach for the floor. So sink, reach, pull back here, or maybe touch your knees, or maybe here. You decide. Pull, any level works. Feel free to mix it up. So you can come here, then floor, then maybe just here. Up to you. 2 more. Then hold your chair pose right here. Check your breathing. Make sure you can wiggle your toes. Palms together, shoulders down. Push into the floor to come up. Squeeze your glutes, squats here. Now it's a great time to grab a sip of whatever you're drinking. I'm gonna jump into that. So sink, up. Remember we choreograph our sip on the way up. My heart rate is almost too high to even do that today. Let me set this down. I'm gonna fix my timer. There we go. You know, just for the record, it was Stephanie and Terry's dog that kicked the timer over. All right, so this next move that I do is new to everybody. I've never done this combo before in this class. Remember in the warm-up? And so the side plank was gonna come into play. Take a little step back. So you want room in front of you. Now we start this move from a plank. Feel free to put your knees on the floor. We're only in plank for a moment. 1 more. Both arms come up. Inhale, reach out. We're gonna break this down. Bend both knees. Walk your hands out to any plank. Knees down or up. Lower all the way down. Extend the arms out to the side. Try to lift your legs up behind you. Then hands to the floor. Take your right leg, cross it behind you, or rotate around. From here, keeping the right knee bent, you'll press up to a side plank of sorts with your right arm reaching up or over towards me. From there, you'll flip back to any plank. Yes? Let's try it again. Knees down or up, lower down, arms out to the side. Make a T, hands down, left leg flips over, push into the floor, reach towards me, come back to your plank. So you can come back with your knees down. Let's try it slightly faster. So lower, lift, lower, flip, press, reach, and back to your plank. Lower down. Make a T, left leg, flip, press down, reach, and back to your plank. Lower down. Make a T, right leg flips, push down, and reach, and back to your plank. Lower down. Make a T, left leg. It's hard to talk through. And plank. Do it again. Lower, T, lower, right leg. Press up, hold, come back to your plank. Lower down, T, left leg, flips, reach, back to your plank. Let's do it again. Lower down, T, right leg, flips, reach, up, and plank. Last time, lower, T, left leg flips, reach, and plank right here. Tailbone lifts up, walk your feet up towards your hands. Tailbone lifts, unroll at the top, palms together in squats. Check your heart rate. You should still be able to talk. Whew. I'm gonna grab a towel. You can check your gadget if you're wearing one. Alrighty. Hormones with this. Feet wide, 10 toes towards me. Sink, press. Alright, reach down, pull up. So sink your hips, push down into the floor to come up. Easy enough. We'll do it again. So sink, press. Take a little step back so you're sort of in the middle of your space. Maybe you already were. Keep your squat, fingertips behind your ears. Sink, push down, sink, push down. Easy enough. Bring your feet underneath your hips. So keep your elbows out to the side. Reach your fingertips up. Elbows, reach, bend, reach. Remember to push down through your feet to come up. 4 to go. 4, 3, and now arms out to goal pose. Sink, reach. 2 more. Now left leg steps towards me, back, right leg. Step, reach. This is your move. Not to worry, we're gonna incorporate all of these moves together. Back heel comes up, your back knee bends, you push down to come up. What? Pamela, you're hilarious. I know, wasn't that hard? Sink. And it wasn't even fast. It was just hard to control. All right, we'll do 2 lunges here. Straighten up, lunge again, feet together. Other side. Sink, press, sink. This is your move. Press, sink, together. Option to bring your arms down as they straighten. So sink, straighten, bend, reach up. On the straighten, maybe you hinge forward and get parallel to the floor. If you choose that option, the next thing is to lift your back leg up off the floor. Sink, press, sink, press. Again, sink. So remember, when you're lost somewhere after the T, don't worry. You know what, maybe I'll review that at the end. I know the T, you have to flip the leg over. You know what? I'll do an encore of that interval after we finish this. All right, one more time each side. Then we'll put it together with the squats. Feet parallel, touch your ears, reach. Now left leg steps forward here. Hinge maybe and lift. 2 squats here. Right leg steps forward, hinge, maybe lift. 2 squats here. Left leg steps forward, maybe hinge and lift. 2 squats, touch your ears. Right leg steps, hinge, maybe lift. 1 more each side. Sink, press. Left leg steps forward, hinge, lift. Last time, then we'll go back and review. Right leg steps forward, hinge, palms together here. Squat. All right, so we'll do a little encore of our lowering from plank to the T. Now, it doesn't even really matter which side goes first because it's just gonna alternate. So once you come out of a T, one of your legs flips behind you, just like we did in the warm-up with the back leg extension and the press rotate. Sure. Both arms come up. Ready, Pamela? Reach up, bend both knees, hands to the floor, walk out to any plank. Now lower your whole body, make a T, right leg, flips behind you on the floor. Now your left arm and your your right leg press up. You reach, sort of a modified side plank. Come back to any plank, knees down or up. Lower down, make a T. Left leg this time. You push with your left leg and your right arm. Push up and reach to me. Now flip back to your plank. Yes? Let's try it up tempo. Just 4 times, twice each side. Lower down, make a T. Right leg, flips. Press down, reach up. Find your plank. Lower down, T. Left leg, flips. Push down, reach to plank. 1 more each side. Lower down, T. Right leg, flips. Push down, reach. Find your plank. Last time. Lower. T. Left leg. Push down. Reach up. Find your plank. Tailbone lifts up. Down dog. Walk your feet up towards your hands. Tailbone lifts up. Unroll. Squat to the top. Did that clear it up at all? So just keep it in your head. It doesn't have to be perfect. I have no report cards or prizes to give. Feet wide, 10 toes towards me. We've done this already. So reach down, pull up, knuckles up. We'll do it probably every day this week so we get that pattern in our head. Hold your arms up. Left arm goes down and right. So your hips stand to your shoulders. Knees are slightly bent. 10 toes towards me. Maybe you lean at your waist. Lean up. 4 more. With or without the lean. Pamela's apologizing to all of you guys. Now, squat down, reach, pull up. That's hilarious. All right, we're gonna hop or pedal in the center. So you can pedal here, or you can hop. I am drenched in sweat. Step out or jump wide. So pedal or hop and step or jump. So you can work here, pedal, step or hop, jump. We're going to 4. This is 3. Arms finish up, left arm goes down and right. 2 more. Now wide squat, reach down and pull up. Push down to your feet. Hop or pedal here. I'm a student who told the teacher to arms finish up, reach left. Since she's a student, it would tell the teacher she forgot to give homework. That is hilarious, Pamela. Wide squat, reach down, pull up. 2 more. Hop or pedal right here. Pedal or hop and step or jump. Arms finish up. Left arm, reach and right. 1 more. Parallel or wide squat, reach. Push down. We'll do it again. Hop or pedal, last time through. Next time, arms finish up. Left arm goes down. Are you breathing? Make sure you breathe in and out. Wide parallel squat for 4. Push down. 3, 2, hold up. Hold here. Feet under your hips. Fingertips behind your ears. Try to lift your heels and hold. Try to find your chair squat. Breathing in and out. Lower your heels. Wiggle your toes. Push down to come up. You know this. Now your right knee comes up, steps down. Maybe your left shoulder rotates towards. Lift. 2 more. Try the other way. Left knee up. Rotate your right shoulder. Resist the option to wrap your elbow around like that. Keep your elbow open. 2 more. Hands on your legs, squats here. Now this interval isn't fast, but the range of motion does make it strenuous. So this is your base move on your squat with your hands right here. Most of you have done this. You squat, left leg reaches back. behind you, feet parallel, come up, other way. Sink, right leg. Easy enough. Sink, left leg. Option to take your hand to the floor. Boy, that was rickety. So sink, reach, come up, or keep your hands on your legs, right there. Let's do it again, to the floor, reach, or not. Either way, your chest stays lifted. You take both hands together on the floor, reach, it's up to you, you decide. Sink, reach. Now just a squat at the top. So we'll put the two together. What's the two? The knee lift, rotate, shoulder rotates, and then one to the side. Trick is, we're not alternating sides every time. We'll do a set on the right, then a set on the left. Alrighty. Right knee comes up. Reach over again. Now squat. One of each. Right knee comes up and reach. Oh, I changed it. So reach, less count. Sorry about that. So reach. So you're not going to separate your squat from your reach. So if you're not going to the floor, it can look like this. Reach, down, up, reach, step. It's nice and slow. Could go faster here and knee, reach, knee, reach, knee, reach. 4 to go. 4, 3, 2, just the squat. So I misled you on that because I forgot that I was going to take it up tempo. So instead of taking the leg straight back, I took it on the diagonal to get the tempo. My fault, I guess. I'll do this again during the week, but we still have to do the other side. Fingertips behind your ears. Ready, slow motion. Left knee comes up. So knee lift again. Now step back. Step back. 2 knees. 1 more. Step back twice. Reach back. Come up. 1 of each and knee lift and boy, that was rickety teaching on my part. Good thing I'm not actively charging for these classes. So reach back. Up tempo here. So knee, reach, knee, reach, knee, reach. 4 more if you're ready. 4, 3, 2, just the squat. Whew. So that was sort of not what I'd actually planned, but the way it worked out. I didn't feel when I was working the class out that I was going to have to go up tempo, but it just felt like we should. Joey. It all worked in rehearsal, but you know, rehearsal isn't always the same as the big show. So, we'll come back to that later in the week. Toes turn out, sink your hips. Sink, push down, sink, push down. I gotta grab a towel, you stay here. Sink, press. Oh my gosh. Cross your forearms. This is the last cardio interval. Most of you know it. If you're using a prop, make sure it's to your right. Take the arms out to a V, then cross over your head. Sink, cross. To a V, sink, cross, up tempo from here. So cross, open, cross, open. Maybe you lift your heels as your arms cross up. Thank you, Joey. If you're lifting your heels, maybe you press down, get a little air. For 4, 3, 2, left arm swings right here. Center, other way. This is your pattern. Or you can lean over your back leg lift. 2 more. Center, jump or not. So feet flat, heel lift, or jump. Left arm swings right here. 4, 3, 2, center, jump or not. 4, maybe feet flat, or heel lift. Warrior 3 to your right. Either arms at your sides or hands on your prop. My prop was placed very far away. So with your hands on your prop or arms along the side of your body. Either way, flex your left foot. If your arms are up, you can make a fist and extend. Make a fist. Extend. 2 more. Hold your hands in a fist. Hold. If your arms are up, bring your right hand either down to your prop or to the floor. Open up your left hip and shoulder. Extend your left arm up. Try to bend your left knee right here. 1, 2. Extend. Try to bend both knees. 1, 2. Extend. Do it again. Bend for 2. Now single counts if you're ready. Bend. Extend. Bend. Extend. Let's do 4 more right here. So 4, press down. 3, breathing all the way in and out. Hold at the top. Close your left hip and shoulder. Fingertips to the floor or your prop. Bring your left toes to the floor. Bend both knees here. 1, 2, push down to come up. Maybe your left knee comes in and extends anywhere behind you. Maybe you extend higher up. Singles if you're ready. Bend, extend. So remember, you're not leaning on your hands. Your weight is in your standing leg. Hold your last position up and step back to any kind of plank. Knees down or up. If they're down, practice picking them up. Once they're up, you can crouch back to plank. 4 more right here. 4, plank. 3, 2, hold any plank. If your knees are down, practice bringing them up. Once they're up, front knee to the front elbow and back. Try it on the other side. Knee to the elbow. Single counts here. In, out, maybe faster here. In. Just 4, 3, 2. Hold your plank. Tailbone lifts up. Walk your feet up. Grab your props if you're using them. Roll up. Put them on the left. Center. Hop or pedal. Shake your shoulders out. You can pedal here or hop. Breathing in and out. In 4, 3, feet wide. Sink. Woo. Check it. See if you can talk. I can barely talk. Check your gadget. Cross your forearms. Take a few more for me so I don't pass out. Arms up to a V. Cross over your head and out. Do it again. Up tempo if you're ready. So cross. Open. Maybe your heels lift. Maybe you press down and jump. I'm not going to jump yet. Feel free to jump. 2 more. Right arm swings left here. You can work here. Or you can lean over. Center, jump or not. Feel flat. Heel lift or jump. Right arm swings left. 4, 3, center, jump or not. 4, 2 more. Are you ready? Warrior 3 to your left. Either hands on your prop or hands along your side. Scooch into the frame. Either way, your hips are square to the floor. If your arms up along the side of your body, you can squeeze and make a fist. Extend. Your right foot should be flexed. Hold your hands in a fist. arms are up. Left fingertips to the prop or the floor. Open your right hip and shoulder. Extend your right fingertips up. Try to bend your top leg for 2 and extend. Try to bend both knees. 1, 2, extend. Do it again slowly. 1, 2, single counts here. So you bend, extend, bend, extend. 2 more. Hold up here. Close your right hip and shoulder. Bring your right toes to the floor. That right heel stays up. Bend your knees for 2. And press down to extend. Maybe your front knee comes in and extend. Single count when you're ready. Sink. Press. So the press can be low, level, or high. Up to you for 4 more. So 4. Press. 3. 1 more time. Hold your leg in this last position. Step back to find any plank. If your knees are down, practice bringing them up. Once they're up, you can crouch to plank. Crouch to plank. 4 more of any level, either practicing the full plank or crouching back. Last one, hold any plank. Once your knees are up, you don't get a prize, but you bring your front knee into your front elbow and out. Try it on the back. 1, 2, single count. In, out, maybe double it up. In. 4 more. 4, 3, hold any plank. Tailbone lifts up. Down dog. Walk your feet up. Tailbone lifts up. Unroll. At the top, hop or paddle. Woo! Shake your shoulders out. 4 to go. It's 4, 3, 2, parallel. Recovery squat. Whew. Both arms reach up right here. Inhale, reach up. Hands to your legs. Round up. Thank you, Ari. It's my old deep extreme music. Both arms come up. Hands to your legs. Round up. We'll do that again. Once more, both arms up. Hands on your legs. Round up in 4, 3. Stay on your feet. Grab something to drink. Stay on your feet. Grab a towel. We'll go to the floor for a little core work. If you have 2 towels, you can sit on one, use the other for the core work. If not, and you have a mat, you can just use the towel for core work. I'm going to sit on this beautiful old car washing towel. And I'll use my little fancy Manjuku towel as my prop towel. I'm going to keep this around just for the after party. After party will be upper body and a little side core. All right, grab your towel. Shorter by the ends. This is a small towel, so I'm almost all the way at the end. Do you want it like shoulder or a little wider than your shoulders with no slack? Yes, exactly. Yes, the old normal days on Wednesdays on the hill. Yes, that's what this playlist is from. I had to pull out an old iPhone 5 to find it. Shoulders down and back, knees bent, feet on the floor, half curl down. So it's 1, 2, and up. Do it again. Half curl. Do it again. Half curl. This time you'll hold your curl. Hold here. Arms up on a diagonal to where the wall meets the ceiling in front of you, but your shoulders didn't climb. They're pushing down, using your lats to push them down. Rotate slowly towards me and up. Do it again, same way, towards me. Maybe your front fingertip touches the floor. Rotate over, touch the floor. Maybe your front leg extends up the whole time. One more slowly. 1, 2, single counts here. Rotate to the center. Rotate to the center. We'll do 4 more like that. So 4, 3, 2, and to come up, forward fold. You can take your towel around your feet. Keep your knees inhale. On your exhale, flex both feet. Eyes up, shoulders, and your body. Release your towel. Bend your knees. Let's start again. So curl down and up. So you curl halfway. Pull the towel out to the side and squeeze your shoulders down away from your ears. This time you will hold your curl. Arms up to where the wall meets the ceiling in front of you. Slowly rotate away from me and back. Again, same direction. Maybe you extend your back leg. Extend, reach your fingertips to the floor, single count. Little finger touches and up. Rotate and touch. Right there. Squeeze underneath your armpits. Let's do 4 and 3, 2, and forward fold. Knees can be bent or straight. Wrap the towel around your feet so that you can pull down, opening up your hamstrings and your back. Inhale. On your exhale, flex both feet. Bring your eyes up first and then your shoulders and your body. Release your towel. Set it out to the side. Tuck your hips. Fingertips help you roll down. When you're all the way down, bring your knees into your chest and rock your knees side to side. Massage your low back on the floor. You know I like to extend my top leg at the rotation right there. You don't have to. I like it because it gets way into the glutes, which of course I need. One more each side. And then come back to the center. Both knees into your chest. Hands at the hips. Palms on the floor, shoulder blades on the floor. Untuck your hips. Belly button level to your pelvic bone. 90 degrees at the hip and the knee. Calves parallel to the floor. Extend your back leg away from your body. If that's too much for you, keep both legs in chair. Now 4 counts to change sides. Incoming leg stops at 90 degrees. Do it again. In 4, 3, 2. You're there on 1. In 4, 3. Now 2 counts to get there. It's 1, 2. Shoulder blades pressing into the floor. 1, 2. Now single counts to get there. You have 3, 2. Hold and pulse. On the hold, make sure you're at 90 degrees at the incoming leg. Let's do 3, 2. Hold and pulse. Do it again. In 3, 2. Resist the weight of your legs with your core. Your spine stays neutral, which means belly button level to the pelvic bone. Twice more from here. It's 3, 2. Hold and pulse. Do it again. In 3, 2. Hold right here. Both legs come to chair. Neutral spine. Arms out to the side. If this is enough for you, stay here. Otherwise, rotate towards me for 2. Pull to the center. Away from me. 1, 2. Pull center. Exhale. Resist the weight of your legs. Inhale. Pull it back using your core to get to the middle. Pull. Exhale. Rotate. Resist. Inhale. Pull to the center. Exhale. Rotate. Resist. Do it again. Exhale, rotate, resist. For 2, pull center. Again. We'll go one more time each side. Right here. Exhale, rotate, resist. Inhale. Last one. Exhale. For 2, hold in the middle. Fingertips behind your ears. Squeeze under your armpits. Lift your shoulders slightly off the floor. Hold or pulse right there. Maybe you extend your legs on diagonal for a little extra resistance. Try not to pull on your head. Legs can be bent or straight. 3, 2, hold. Reach your fingertips past your hips. Squeeze underneath your armpits. Give a little pulse right here. Knees can be extended, or you can work in chair pose for 4, 3, 2, and hold. Bring everything in. Knees to the chest. Feet on the floor, heels close to your hips, hands at your sides by your hips. Tuck your hips and push your feet down to lift your hips up to bridge pose. So it's just a diagonal line from your shoulders to your hips to your knees. Your toes can wiggle. Maybe you lace your fingers underneath your hips and scoop your shoulder blades closer together. You don't have to, it's just an option. If you did, you'll release And then everybody brings their hips to the floor. Front knee comes into the chest. Extend your front leg up until you feel the stretch behind it. Your back leg can stay where it is, or it can walk out to find a bigger point of flexibility. You don't have to. Bend your front knee to the chest for 2. Press your heel up. Do it again. So you're not necessarily straightening your front leg as much as you are looking for a stretch behind the leg. Once more. Flex and bend. This time, hold whatever extension you have. Front arm, anywhere on the inside of your front leg. Leg opens out to the side just far enough to feel the stretch on the inside of your leg. Press your back hip to the floor and then flex both feet, pushing your heels out to the walls. Breathing in and out. Then bend your front knee to the center. Front arm reaches out towards the back arm across your front knee. And take your knee away from your screen. Reaching out with your front fingertips. Full spine rotation. Then back to the center. Front foot on the floor. Back knee comes into the chest. Extend the leg up only far enough to feel the stretch behind it. Maybe your front leg stays where it is, or maybe it walks out. Either way, flex and bend the knee to the chest. Press the heel up. Do it again. Make sure you're not holding your breath while you do this. Twice more, flex. Bend, drive it up. One more time, flex. Bend this time, hold your leg up. Take your back arm anywhere on the inside of the leg. Push the leg to the side, but only far enough to feel the stretch on the inside. What's your front hip doing? It's pushing into the floor. Flex both feet. I'm getting a time cue from the pajama producer, who is in fact in his pajamas. Well, you know, it's Sunday. What are we doing? Where are you going? Why not get an extra few minutes? Bend your back knee into the center. Back arm reaches out to the side. Front arm across your bent knee. Take your knee over towards your screen, reaching out with your back fingertips. It's just the other side of your full spine rotation. And then back to the center. Both feet on the floor. Flip over onto your stomach. Arms and legs all the way out. We'll do a quad stretch and be done. And move into the after party. Front arm reaches around to your front foot, grabbing where your shoelaces would be. Heel to the hip, hip to the floor. And then release, change sides. Back arm reaches around. Grab where your shoelaces would be. Heel to the hip, hip to the floor. All right, now try to keep this here. We do it every single class, so hopefully it's getting better. You can reach your front arm around to meet it. If you're not quite here, grab your heels, your pants. Once you're here, push your feet into your hands and lift your knees a little bit off the floor. Even just a little bit will extend the stretch on the quadriceps. Maybe you lift your chest and open your shoulders. And then slowly release. Hands to the side of your chest. Press your chest up. Hips to your heels. Child's pose. Just where we started. Then round up to a tabletop. Again, just like the beginning. Tuck your toes. Round your back. Push down to lift your tailbone up. Walk your feet up towards your hands. Lift your tailbone up. Let your head hang. Slowly unroll. One bone at a time. This part is done. And actually, Pamela, I thank you and blame you for the few extra minutes because we repeated to review the new interval. So, happy Super Bowl. I hope your team wins. I'll see you in 5 minutes for after party with a pair of dumbbells. Or not, I will see you one day this week. Thanks, you guys.